The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe, and that's it. Listener discretion is advised.
You are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Hi, what's going on? This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you for the next hour. Call the show, 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me, at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. And if you listen via the iHeartRadio app, you can always leave me a voicemail, or a message rather, on the talkback feature when you search up Hoppe Radio. There's never a reason not to get into contact with me. There's never a reason not to hit me up. There's never a reason not to listen.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Oh, James Corden, I always knew you were a douchebag, but everyone thought you were cool because you sang in cars with celebrities and had no redeeming talent.
James Corden is welcome back at a New York City hotspot restaurant after being briefly banned.
You have to be an absolute asswipe to get banned from a food place. You know what I mean? You have to be an absolute asswipe to get, banned. Especially when you're rich and famous. Like, that means you're really pretentious. That means you're really unlikable.
Just hours after Keith McNally, owner of Soho restaurant Balazar, took to Instagram to claim that the TV host was, quote, the most abusive customer to my servers since the restaurant opened 25 years ago.
Oh, but I thought he was such a nice guy because he's singing in cars with people. Hey, call me, 856-49-HOPPE. Did you ever sit down and watch a full James Corden show? No. It doesn't count if you watched Carpool Karaoke with Madonna or One Direction, some of the famous ones. Did you ever sit down and go, oh my God, I love James Corden, even if it was on Hulu or DVR if you're older? Whoever said, oh my God, I love James Corden? Because think about it this way. Everybody sat down to watch David Letterman or Jay Leno or even Jimmy Kimmel in his prime or maybe Jimmy Fallon or, but whoever said, oh my God, did you see that interview last night with James Corden? Oh, he was so funny.
And banned him from his establishment. The owner said that James called him and, quote, apologized profusely.
I'm sorry.
Quote, having up my...
I'm about to not be on TV, so I need to be recognized as much as possible. Because I know that I'm a no-talent hack.
More than most people, I strongly believe in second chances.
Yeah.
He then quipped that he's only allowing him back if he lets him host his talk show, The Late Late Show, for 9 months. All jokes aside, Keith ended his message by addressing Corden directly, writing,
he probably would be a better host anyway.
Quote, so come back to the five and dime, Jimmy Corden.
The people that work around him are like, he does pay a pretty good tip. And he does tip a lot of money, And he does pay a lot for food. We kind of need that.
All is forgiven, XX.
The money talks.
Keith previously provided 2 examples of Cordon's alleged behavior.
Let's imagine this. Probably drunk going, oh my God, where is the 7th mimosa of the night?
Claiming that Corden found hair in his food and demanded free drinks or else he would write a bad review on Yelp.
What an asshole. I'm going to write a bad review on Yelp. That is just negative energy.
In another alleged incident, Keith claimed James yelled at a server over his wife's food.
I didn't know James was into women. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying I'm surprised he's married.
The incident comes amid James' last season hosting The Late Late Show, and he is set to step down in spring 2023.
Can't happen soon enough. Then again, it doesn't really apply to any of us because who's watching late night TV anymore? Who goes, oh my God, I want to watch late night TV?
It'll be my last year hosting the show. When I started this When I started this journey,
yeah, you were like, this is going to be easy because I'm famous in Britain. But the thing is, I'm not funny. I'm not funny at all. And the way they just got rid of Craig Ferguson, the most underrated talk show host of all time.
it was always going to be just that. It was going to be a journey, an adventure. I never saw it as my...
I love how people from like England or Sydney, like I listened to Kyle and Jackie O, a radio show from down under, and they're like, I saw it. Or they're like, I know. I love the way they pronounce their R's.
It was always going to be just that. It was going to be a journey, an adventure. I never saw it as my...
I saw it. Sounds like a New Jersey accent.
Final destination, you know? And I never want this show to overstay its welcome in any way. I always want to love making it. And,
you were on too long after the first day. It wasn't like, oh, the first few years of James Corden. Oh, he was in his prime.
I really think in a year from now,
you'll be forgotten.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
James Corden, what are we going to do about you? Just forget about you.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yes. Following segment is brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. When I tell you that he is the best trainer in all of the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. MMA classes, kids classes, women's self-defense classes, and just classes to get into shape. Monday through Saturday. For all the info, it's amiracademy.com.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Listen to me, Randy. It doesn't matter what you look like on the outside, whether you're white or black or Sasquatch even. As long as you follow your dream, no matter how crazy or against the law it is. Except for Sasquatch. If you're Sasquatch, the rules are different.
Forget it, Meatwad. I'm a circus freak. That's all I'll ever be.
Whatever.
Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Or chat him live via the Hoppe Radio app.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You tweeted me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio at gmail.com. And if you're listening via the iHeartRadio app, thank you. And leave me a message via the talkback feature. Alrighty. Before I get into this news clip about this latest serial killer that everyone's going to be obsessed with, we got to have a quick discussion about serial killers. First of all, everybody goes, because I actually have anxiety. I have bipolar. Can you tell? One day I'm really happy. The next day I'm really sad. I have ADD, ADHD. I'm crazy. I'm out of my mind. Here's the thing. But I try to surround myself with good vibes. I listen to my favorite radio shows. I listen to my favorite music. I watch Adult Swim. I have kava and crab. I'm at Ian's Dignitary Tea and Kava House on West Shore Boulevard. It's like my second home. I should be paying him rent for how often I get kava there. The best. Here's the thing. And I sleep well. I take some melatonin gummies. I take a little Risperdal, 1 milligram, and I'm out, baby. Sleep 9 hours, and I don't even want to wake up. Here's the thing. But I hear all these people go, oh, my God, I'm having sleep problems. I'm having sleeping problems. I don't know how to sleep. And you go, well, what was your routine before you went to bed? Did you meditate? Did you relax? Write out what you're grateful for? Anything positive? No, I watched a Jeffrey Dahmer, documentary or listened to a true crime podcast. Now, this is not me projecting because I don't like serial killers. Because I'm a very empathetic person. I'm a narcissist, but I'm very empathetic. So I think about the victims' families that never got to see their sons again or their boyfriends again or whatever. And it's okay to be into it. But then don't complain about your lack of sleep if you're watching a documentary about a cannibal who had sex with bodies. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's the best thing to be listening to or watching before you go to bed. It's kind of weird. You know what I mean? A little odd. And then I went, okay. Dahmer and Gacy was 40 years ago, 480 months ago. Maybe we can move on from the fascination of serial killers. But then you have these fake outrage Gen Z podcasts. Like, for example, everyone's trying to say that Disco Demolition, the night that Steve Dahl demolished all disco records at Comiskey Park in Chicago, was racist. When in reality, Dahl was just fired and his job was replaced by disco music, so he was mad. So then he went to 97.9 The Loop. But everybody's rewriting the past and going, oh, Steve Dahl is racist. I interned with him 10 years ago. Me and him didn't really get along, but I respect him and I listen to his podcast nonetheless. And let me tell you, there's not a racist bone in that guy's body. He wasn't incredibly friendly to me. I also was a douchebag 19-year-old. But let me tell you, everybody wants to do a podcast where it's like, oh, we're going to talk about the past. We're going to talk about the past. We're going to talk about the past. And then they try to find angles with it. And I went, okay, maybe the whole true crime podcast phenomenon will begin to die a little bit. And then I saw that there is a suspected serial killer in Northern California, and I went, we're going to hear about this for the next 50 years.
News coming in overnight. The arrest of a suspect in the Stockton, California serial killings. Police there say they stopped the suspect early Saturday morning and that he was, quote, out hunting.
That sounds about right. When you look at his eyes and you look really deep into them, you can tell he's just a serial killer. You know when you see a serial killer's mugshot and there's just nothing there, they're not really in any sort of conscience, they're just evil? Yeah. If I saw him, I'd be like, get away from me.
They identified the man as Wesley Brownlee. He's expected to be arraigned on homicide charge on Tuesday.
That would be the name of a serial killer, Wesley Brownlee.
And he may face more charges.
Oh, you don't say.
Arrest coming 2 weeks after investigators released surveillance video of a person of interest near the site of one of the 6 killings. A 7th victim survived.
Investigators say ballistics test and video link all 7 attacks. For the latest now, let's go to ABC's Mona Kosar Abdi live in Los Angeles. Mona, good morning.
I can just picture every Gen Z that does a podcast where they pretend to be advocates. And this is not me bashing the Gen Z generation, because I think there's a lot good about it. A lot of good things about it, rather. That's the right way to say it with the right grammar. What I'm saying is this, but the Gen Zs are the ones that are doing the true crime podcast, and I can just see them right now getting all the research. You're going to hear about Wesley Brownlee until the end of time.
Morning.
Janae, good morning. Police say it is thanks to the community they were able to track down and arrest this suspected serial killer. But a brother of one of the victims says this is only the first step in getting justice for those he allegedly killed.
You won't get any. He'll get life in prison. I've always said, and I'm not saying this to be a shock jock, I'm not saying this to be outrageous, I'm not saying this to be crazy, but there is no reason to keep them alive. They killed people. Like the Parkland shooter. Life in prison? No. Once you're found guilty, electric chair, bitch. Bye. Because it's taxpayers' money to keep them alive. Get rid of them. Take them out to the shed. Oh, that's harsh? They took innocent lives. Have a pay-per-view special and donate all the money to the victims. I'm not kidding. We are so nice to criminals in this country. Why is there gun shootings? Why is there crime all the time? Maybe because the criminals are better off being behind closed doors. They get 3 meals a day and a place to sleep. They don't really care. But then if you were to have immediate death penalty, maybe they go, oh, I'm not going to commit that crime. We are such a dumb country.
This morning, a major update in the case of a serial killer who went on a rampage that terrorized communities in Northern California. Stockton police announcing the arrest of 43-year-old Wesley Brownlee Saturday.
So I've driven through Northern California. My uncle and I went to San Francisco about 15 years ago. And when you drive through Stockton, or you drive through Fresno or whatever, it is not California, or it is not Los Angeles, man. When you think of California, you think of like just homeless people and gas being $8 a gallon. But man, when you go to those bad cities, bro, there's a weird vibe.
They say he was out hunting for his next victim.
And when you go to Sacramento, it's literally, there's nothing there. Literally.
Sure, we stopped another killing.
Police say Brownlee is connected to 6 murders in the Central Valley and in Oakland over the last few months.
Oakland having crime? Whoa!
All of his victims, men ages 21 to 54.
Seems like he has a type.
Ambushed in the late night, early morning, including musician Lorenzo Lopez.
Okay.
They also say he's linked to a case in April where a woman was shot and survived her injuries.
And I hope they get her in court and she brings them down.
The surviving victim describing the shooter similarly to the person seen in this surveillance video released by police in dark clothing, a mask, and walking with a distinctive limp.
At least he was wearing a mask.
The arrest happened in 2 parts.
That was a bad joke. I'm sorry.
One was community tips, and the second was good old-fashioned police work.
Yeah.
According to the
we got to make sure we give the police the applause.
Police chief, officers followed and pulled over Brownlee at 2 a.m.
As officers made contact with him, he was wearing dark clothing and had a mask around his neck.
Thank God he's alive, though. This is going to be such a waste of time. Not at all. He deserves rights. He's a good human being. Ugh.
Also found a gun.
We watched his patterns and determined early this morning he was on a mission to kill.
This arrest ultimately leaving the community with a sense of relief.
I felt
I would assume it's probably a little bit of a relief.
so much joy for the families and relief knowing that we don't have to be paralyzed by fear anymore and anxiety in our community.
All righty, man. So that's what's happening in North California. Here's what's happening in South California.
Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez sending a message of solidarity, and Larry has more about this. And if the new,
you know what this is? Selena's letting it go. Not really, because she'll always be obsessed with Bieber, but she's going, Hailey, I know you're the side chick. I know you ruined his relationship. But you know what? You took that craziness off my back. It's completely fine.
new photos will end all the talk about a possible feud.
Oh, they took pictures together, so that means everything's fine.
I think we can all say we hope so. I think they hope so. Sure. The two posed together at a gala.
Lara Croft.
In LA, showing no bad blood between them following years of speculation. As Hailey Bieber herself said, neither of us owe anything to anyone except respect.
This morning, actress and pop star Selena Gomez and model Hailey Bieber.
I said Lara Croft for this news reporter, but it was Lara Spencer. Oops. That joke kind of failed. She was on The Insider back in the day. She's so hot.
In LA, showing no bad blood between them following years of speculation. As Hailey Bieber herself said, neither of us owe anything to anyone except respect.
Okay.
This morning, actress and pop star Selena Gomez and model Hailey Bieber seemingly putting their possible feud to rest. The pair photographed at the second annual Academy Museum Gala in Los Angeles. Both stars smiling for the camera. Selena...
Man, Hailey, there's no personality there. I'm sure those are riveting conversations.
Even wrapping her arm around Hailey. On social media, one of the photos captioned, plot twist, gaining...
Plot twist. I finally forgave him for ruining our relationship.
Over 1 million likes.
They obviously both knew what they were doing. They knew this photo would be released, and they wanted people to see it.
I gotta skip over that because it's got singing in it. Let me see what part of the show is in. It was 19 minutes in. Whenever I am doing the show Hoppe Hour, and there's music, I can't play the music because I don't have copyright permissions. I'm not that big yet, but I am 6'9".
Haley tying the knot with Peaches singer Justin Bieber 4 years ago. But before that, Selena shared a long-term on and off relationship with him.
And then Haley totally just waited until he was officially single for them to begin having sex.
And for years, Haley faced accusations of coming between Selena and Justin.
Were you ever with Justin romantically at the same time as her?
No.
Haley opening up about the accusations last month on the Call Her Daddy podcast.
Oh, yeah, you can call me daddy whenever.
It's not my character to mess with someone's relationship. I would just...
Yeah, it is.
Never do that. I can say, period, point blank, I was never with him when he was in a relationship with anybody.
Yeah. Also, period, point blank, once a month, just don't go near her. She seems like she would have wicked periods.
That's the end of it.
Days later on TikTok Live, Selena seemingly responding to the backlash Hailey Bieber received from her comments.
Can you imagine just you have to hear about your ex all the time?
Asking people only to spread kindness.
Yeah.
I think some of the things that I don't even need to be aware of are just vile and
But you're talking about it, so I'm sure you're pretty aware. I'm sure you listen to every single second of that Call Her Daddy podcast.
disgusting. And it's not fair, and no one ever should be spoken to in the manner that I've seen.
That voice, it is so annoying.
Yeah, I'm one to speak about voices.
Happy Hour.
I'm kidding.
Happy Hour.
Whatever.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
This following segment has been brought to you by WestChasePrinting.com. When I tell you that they are the they are the best printing company in all of the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. I wouldn't lie to you. I would not put you in the wrong direction. When you go to WestChasePrinting.com and you get business cards, banners, yard signs, whatever the hell you need printed up, and you get that invoice, make sure to name drop me.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Doctors say the life expectancy of the average man is now 76.2 years.
76.2, but I'm already 38.1. I've wasted half my life. Half my life gone, and I'm only guaranteed 38 more years.
Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Or chat him live via the Hoppe Radio app.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
He never holds back, and he speaks his mind. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic! Gen Z is known for setting trends and...
Why? Because they're younger? Man, the news is fascinated with Gen Z. They're going to die someday, and they poop too. They're no different than us. I'm not threatened by them. But oh my God, let's report about things that Gen Z is into. But then again, I'm one to talk because I'm the one playing the news clip.
Then for telling the old folks, well, it's not cool anymore.
Apparently, there's something that they want all of us old folks to stop using, and that is the thumbs up emoji.
So I'm not a hater of Gen Z. I'm just like, whatever. That's the smartest thing that generation's ever said. The thumbs up emoji is so lazy. It's so antisocial. It is nauseating.
According to a Daily Mail article, Gen Z claims that they feel attacked whenever it is used.
Okay. That is the problem with Gen Z. And I feel attacked. Okay. I'm not a fan of the thumbs up. I think it's lazy, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I'm attacked. No, we're being attacked by the economy that the boomers left us.
used. They say it can be seen as passive-aggressive or even confrontational.
A poll in the article also cited the 10 emojis that make people seem older. That list included the lipstick, kissy face.
I love this, by the way. Like, Gen Z will be like, millennials are old. I'm like, just wait until you guys are old. Those little punks.
The red heart.
What have you used lately, Jim?
What emojis are they using then? They're like, every emoji makes you old. What? Huh? I don't know. I can't. I just can't, man. It's very confusing. Like, I don't know.
WNBA star Brittany Griner speaks out as she celebrates her birthday behind...
They introduced this wrong. It should be Russian prisoner.
WNBA star Brittany...
Oh, is she on the court dunking the ball? Oh, no. Well, she wasn't anyway, but...
WNBA star Brittany Griner speaks out as she celebrates her birthday behind bars in a...
Happy birthday! Oh, you didn't like America before? How's Russia?
Russian prison. The athlete, who turns 32 on October 18th, thanks fans and activists for their efforts to free her.
Efforts. You have a president who is a dirtbag. Oh, Trump was a dirtbag, so is Biden. You have a president who sleeps through life and has deadbeat sons. But here's the thing. If Donald Trump was in office, she'd be released. I don't even think he knows that women play basketball. I think Joe Biden's so out of it. He told a teenager, don't date any men until you're in your 30s. Can you imagine if Trump said that? He'd be crucified. But Biden, he's just being old and senile. Yeah, that was the guy who was going to be the savior to release Brittany Griner. Kamala, whatever your dumb name is, Harris, where you been? I know you got famous because you were banging the mayor of San Francisco 30 years ago. Oh, no, you were just the intern. You weren't the side chick.
Statement through her lawyer obtained by CNN.
Oh, that lawyer did a good job, too.
Brittany says, thank you, everyone, for fighting so hard to get me home. All the support and love are definitely helping me.
Fighting? We forgot about you.
Brittany's thank you message comes as supporters take new action to get her released. Brittany's wife, Sherelle Griner, and others.
I thought about this the other day, too. How long until that wife begins banging other women? I mean, I'm not trying to be, like, rude or anything, but how long are you going to be waiting before you start getting the urges?
Have launched the We Are BG campaign to raise awareness and put pressure on the U.S. government to negotiate her release.
The government doesn't even want to try to help us live. Oh, but they're going to help out a WNBA player.
Activists, including celebrities and fellow athletes, take to social media with birthday messages.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure Russia goes, oh, but LeBron tweeted about it? No, we're going to do it.
And the hashtag WeAreBG, the WNBA tweeting, we will not forget about you, and we will not stop fighting for you. The W won't be the same until you're home.
It'll be the same.
Actress Kerry Washington also shares a message of support, writing,
oh, thank God, Kerry Washington chimed in. No, she's going to get released.
Your absence is felt every day that you're not here, but to...
Really? How did my day change because Brittany Griner did a dumb crime in Russia and thought she was better than everybody?
Today we come together to celebrate you. We love you, BG, and we will not stop until you are home.
I'm sure Kerry Washington's one of those people that goes, I love you to everybody because they don't actually know how to feel love. Someone that says I love you all the time doesn't know how to feel love.
And tennis legend Billie Jean King urges...
Oh, Billie Jean King chimed in? Woohoo!
Action, stating that Brittany has been unlawfully detained for 8 months, adding,
Unlawfully? Do I think it's a dumb charge? Yeah. But she committed a crime.
Continue to advocate for her release and bring her home.
Oh, well. I'm sure that's going to happen.
Kevin Spacey takes the stand in his sexual misconduct trial.
He just looks like somebody that would commit sexual misconduct. He creeps me out. He doesn't give me good vibes.
On October 17th, Spacey testifies in his defense in a New York City courtroom denying allegations made by actor Anthony Rapp, who is suing Spacey for $40 million.
It's a lot of money. By the way, I would love if Kevin Spacey just goes, yeah, I grabbed some guy's dongs. What are you going to do about it?
Rapp claims Spacey made unwanted sexual advances against him in 1986 when he...
Why didn't you come out sooner? I'm not... Okay. It's just like, why did you wait so long?
He was 14 years old.
Yeah, that's not good.
According to NBC News, during his testimony, Spacey appeared emotional and when asked about the allegations, stated they are not true.
Sounds about right for a Kevin Spacey answer.
Academy Award winner was also pressed about his sexuality in response to Rapp's claims that the actor is a fraud for not being openly gay.
I love men.
According to NBC News, Spacey responded, testifying, quote, to call someone a fraud is to say someone is living a lie. I wasn't living a lie.
But what are you attracted to? Not that it matters, but are you saying you're hetero then? That you love women?
I was just reluctant to talk about my personal life.
So you were living a lie.
According to Deadline, Spacey tells the courtroom that his father became a white supremacist and neo-Nazi when he was a
so he had no chance with that upbringing. You have no shot.
Child, calling his upbringing humiliating and
but that means you can just grab men whenever you want. My dad was a dirtbag. Come on now.
Terrifying. Spacey...
I'm the victim here because I'm a sociopath and I make everything about me. Burn in hell, even though it's not real.
Reportedly says he did not come out as gay before 2017, partly because, quote, I'd grown up in a situation as a child where I was...
But I get it, but you're not 16, you know? You're like 80.
Wasn't comfortable talking about these things.
And I'm assuming your dad's dead. Okay. But, Kevin Spacey's the victim. Poor Kevin Spacey. How is he going to survive? Oh, what a scumbag. Not a fan. I don't know if you can tell. He never gave me good vibes.
Tom Brady may have 7 Super Bowl rings, but he seems to be missing one very important one. Amid rumors that he and Gisele Bündchen are heading towards a split. In an image obtained by E! News, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback is seen rocking a bare left hand ahead of his...
He doesn't have his ring on? No way. It's almost like he's going through a divorce.
Game on October 16th. But Tom isn't the only one who's been spotted in public without his wedding band. Since October 4th, Gisele has been photographed on numerous occasions without hers. And on...
whatever!
On October 11th, the supermodel liked and dropped a prayer hands emoji under a quote from author Jay Shetty that reads, "You can't be in a committed relationship with someone who is inconsistent with you." Read that again.
What a passive-aggressive imbecile. Just come out and say he's a deadbeat, if that's what you think. Man, she looks so uptight and so pretentious. I would want to play football too at 45.
A source previously told E! News that Tom and Gisele have retained divorce attorneys. The inside...
I wish them nothing but the best. I have some more info about it because this is getting spicy, man. This is not ending with good vibes. You know?
Gisele Bündchen seems to be a big advocate for consistency in relationships. The 42-year-old model left one single praying hands emoji comment on a post that former monk and author Jay Shetty posted to his Instagram on...
We already know that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to play that twice in a row. You know what that's a sign of? If I'm playing 2 things in a row, that probably means we'll come back and we'll fix everything right after these words.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Can you tell that I'm a little caffeinated? I don't know if you can tell. This following segment was brought to you by Rich Keeley, Mr. Barbershop. When I tell you that he is the best barber in all of the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. I wouldn't lie to you. He's over at Salon Loft on West Shore Boulevard, right next door to McDonald's. So you can get a haircut and get some McNuggets. You go to richkbarber.com. You got to sign up ahead of time. You can't just go, "Hey, Rich, can I get a haircut?" No. You got to sign up ahead of time. But once you do, You're going to get the best haircut ever. Beard trim, whatever the hell you need. Life advice, you got it from Rich Keeley. Here's the thing though. You might have to be on a waiting list for a little bit, 2 days to get a haircut. It's worth it. You can go to one of the chain places and have some average imbecile cutting your hair, or you can go to Rich Keeley. For all the info, richkbarber.com. And when you sit down in that chair, tell them I sent you.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Someone hook me up with a flame. I'm having a nut fit.
Light him up.
Meat wad?
Here. Encourage him in his habit.
That's a good smoker. When did you start smoking? This morning. Where's my whiskey? I'm gonna get tore up.
We shall acquire some wine on the way to the mall.
And then you can get tore up.
And pass out in the hot sun.
That's my balls.
I don't think Meatwad should be hanging around with these moon people.
Listen to Hoppe Hour at any time, anywhere. Search Hoppe Radio on all major streaming platforms.
Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Or chat him live via the Hoppe Radio app.
Let's do this.
Here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. 856-49-HOPPE. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. And if you're listening on the iHeartRadio app, which I don't know why you wouldn't be listening on the iHeartRadio app, you can use the talkback feature and leave me a message. Also, let me tell you about this.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
We are on the Quad Pod Network at QODPOD.com/Ryan Hoppe Radio. We also are on Z Radio Live every Thursday at 5 p.m. East Coast time, 4 p.m. Central. Search up Z Radio Live on Odyssey and TuneIn and all the platforms. For all the info, zradiolive.com. All right, let's get back to it. I have so much more to bash.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Please don't be offended. He's sorry in advance.
Hey, it's Amir for Hollywood Life with your car.
What up, babe?
Dinner roundup, starting with our favorite kiddos and all of the Halloween festivities. This week, the annual Halloween cousin party took place, and based on all of the footage Khloe Kardashian shared to her Instagram story, it was one frightful delight.
Oh, I'm sure she was so living in the moment and having such a fun time, because when I think of someone living in the moment and having a fun time, you post about it on social media. Get the hell out of here.
Now, the Kardashians are known for their extravagant parties. And
yeah, they are, and pretentious. I would love to just crash a party.
True Thompson, Dream Kardashian, Chicago West, and Rain Dizzik seem to have more fun than a kid could imagine.
Oh, I'm sure. They got such good parents.
I definitely would have loved to stop by for some candy at least.
Yeah, hit me up.
Okay, but speaking of Halloween activities, Blac Chyna seems to be in full participation with her new hairdo. Yes.
Wow, that's such a riveting headline. That's also the most Blac Chyna headline ever. You have no redeeming talent, and you're a good 6 out of 10. Them talking about your hair is all they're going to get.
Today, the 34-year-old shared a video to her IG story of
she is a rough 34.
Her newly dyed hair, and it sort of resembled a Playboy bunny. Chyna,
of course it did. She's all about sex.
Who's been sporting a bald haircut already, appeared to dye her new growth black with a few white spots. What do you all think of this look? Let us know in the comments. Moving on to Corden and Travis Barker, because these...
Why? Their overcompensation got to the highest? By the way, those Blink-182 tickets, everybody's complaining, oh my God, it's $1,000 to see them. But there's people that are going to pay.
Lovebirds are reliving their proposal for their 1-year anniversary, and they are not alone. Rebel Wilson just so happened to be at the same spot where the beautiful proposal took place, and she...
Oh, totally. That wasn't planned out at all. Who's talked about Rebel Wilson? She said Rebel Wilson. It's Rebel. Who's ever gone, oh my God, where's Rebel Wilson been? But maybe Rebel Wilson's cool.
She filmed the pair arriving on her Instagram story and congratulated them as they had fun on the beach in her backyard in Montecito, California.
Hey, everybody, I want you to know that I have a nice house.
Rebo explained that she was surprised to hear the
Rebel, it's Rebel, driving me nuts.
String music playing outside of her window. And when she went to go check, she saw the beautiful floral arrangement, just like when Travis had first proposed to Court. I can't wait to see how these two celebrate their first wedding anniversary. All right, and now let's talk about Kim Kardashian's reaction to both of her exes hanging out. Recall last week we reported that Kanye West and Ray J were spotted taking a photo together at Candace Owens' premiere. Well, a source...
Ugh. She's just such a contrarian, it's annoying. I don't even think she believes what she's saying.
Tells HL exclusively that Kim was not happy to see Ray J trying to get close to Kanye and that Kim is sick to her stomach over
Kim, how are you gonna survive? Make a better tape.
Everything that's going on with Kanye right now.
Whatever. It's called a first world problem. Man, there's probably so many rappers that are Eskimo brothers with NBA players.
Hey, it's Amir for Hollywood Life with your news.
So she's going to talk, this reporter's going to talk about Olivia Wilde and Jason Sudeikis. I wonder if she'll say Sudeikis' last name correctly, or if she'll be like, Sudeikis.
In entertainment, and we're starting today off with Camila Cabello and dating apps. This week, the Havana singer opened up about...
How is this a reporter?
Starting today off with Camila Cabello and dating apps. This week, the Havana singer opened up about her experience with looking for love online, and according to Camila, it's just not for her.
Yeah, dating apps are weird.
During an interview on the Drew Barrymore show, the former Fifth Harmony star revealed that she only lasted 24 hours on the app before she had to delete it.
Oh no, poor you.
Camila shared that the first person to DM her was an aspiring singer-songwriter from Nashville, and instantly she felt weird because somebody could be using her. Now,
yeah, that's got to be hard to figure out who to trust and who not to.
as far as Camila's dating life now, we're not sure if she's still looking. But we did report back in August that she was spotted holding hands with Locks Club CEO Austin Kavich, who, interesting enough, has his own dating app. Okay, but switching gears to Meghan Markle and her experience as a briefcase girl on Deal or No Deal. This week, the actress chatted with Paris Hilton on her Spotify podcast, Archetypes. And
so she's on the podcast of all the 40-year-olds that were like, we were exploited 15 years ago.
Revealed that she felt like a bimbo when she was on the game show. Now,
that's you projecting. You were just a suitcase girl. No one went, oh, she's a whore. That's you projecting.
For those of you who might not know, the Duchess of Sussex was on Deal or No Deal for 34 episodes from 2006 to 2007.
Nobody was watching Deal or No Deal and going, man, those suitcase girls, they're such sluts. That is Meghan Markle projecting.
Before she landed her role on the legal drama Suits, Meghan explained that she was thankful for the job, but not how it made her feel, which was not smart.
Oh, you're such a victim. My answer to you is, shut up!
During this episode, Meghan also shared that after having an experience where she was forced to be all looks and little substance, she wants her...
Yeah, you were a suitcase girl on a game show. Oh, they're going to interview you about your aspirations to marry somebody that's more famous than you because you have no talent.
Daughter, Lilibeth, to aspire to be slightly higher and focus on being educated. All right.
Yeah. When I think of Meghan Markle, I think of educated woman.
And now let's talk about Olivia Wilde, Jason Sudeikis, and these...
I told you. How are you going to have a reporter? Sudeikis? Huh?
Focus on being educated. All right, and now let's talk about Olivia Wilde, Jason Sudeikis, and these wild claims that came out about them yesterday.
Okay, so the claims are that they used to argue. Sudeikis. You're talking about Meghan Markle saying she's educated? I don't know if this reporter is.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Just being real.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, yes. Following segment's been brought to you by FitSageFitness.net. When I tell you that Devin Prasad is a sage, and he's the best fitness trainer in all the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. When you go to FitSageFitness.com, he's got different memberships to work out. He's the best around. Nothing's going to keep him down.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Well, it was good while it lasted, I guess.
But Sheriff, the glory hole is the pride and joy of Dougal County.
Fella found an even older glory hole 2 towns over. Lord knows I ain't looking forward to telling the tourism board about this.
Such an elegant concept. A simple lowly hole to commemorate his glory.
Call Hoppe now. Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Or chat him live via the Hoppe Radio app.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
If I tell you a $9,000 prostitute,
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Hey guys, it's Allie for Hollywood Life with your Car Jenner Roundup, starting with Bethany Frankel, because
That's not a Car Jenner. That's just another talentless idiot.
I think it's safe to say this woman is just not a fan of the family.
Yeah, she's not as famous as them, not as pretty as them. She's nothing.
This week, Kim Kardashian was booed while attending an LA Rams football game, and the
Oh, wow. There was finally a reaction at a Rams game.
Real Housewives alum was not surprised. Bethany took to Twitter yesterday and basically called the reality star superficial and...
You know you're a loser, Bethany Frankel, when you have to talk about other people for attention. Does that make me a loser? Because I talk about them on this podcast? No, because I'm a celebrity news analyst. She's trying to get famous off of it. I'm just doing this for entertainment.
Not someone America wants to see during their pastime. Recall just last week we reported that the 51-year-old had some harsh critique for Kylie
Trust me, Kim Kardashian, we've seen her in her pastime.
Jenner's lip kit, and before that she came for Kim's skincare line with an unfavorable review.
Oh, I'm sure Kim Kardashian lost sleep because of the review of a 51-year-old washed up hack.
We probably won't ever be seeing her on the new Hulu show.
Oh no, we don't get to see Bethany Frankel? No!
That's for sure, but sheesh, whatever happened to if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say it at all.
You're irrelevant. No one really talks about Bethany Frankel. No one goes, oh my God. So you need attention.
Switching gears to Kanye West, because there's still one social media platform he has access to, and that's YouTube. After
Hell yeah.
being restricted from...
I don't even view YouTube to be social media. Like, I know it is, but I view it like a library. You know what I mean? Because I listen to old radio shows because I'm a nerd. I watch old cartoons. I listen to music. Like, I'll look up how to overcome a social media addiction, and there'll be people like in the comment section saying, I'm on a social media site. I go, I don't really consider it that. It's entertainment.
From Instagram and Twitter for his heinous remarks, the Life of Pablo star posted a video on YouTube documenting...
Why would you talk about the life of Pablo? What about Donda 2?
Some of his actions in the last week, and one of those included a tense run-in with Kim Kardashian.
Here's my thing, too. I love how he has the song, the only good song from Donda 2, off the grid, 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 grid. And then all he does is go on the grid, 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 grid.
Kardashian and his kids. Video footage, which you can see on HollywoodLife.com, showed the former couple attending Northwest basketball game, but it's unclear what Ye and Kim said to each other since the audio cut out as soon as the Skims founder came into the frame.
Yeah, that's totally not planned out.
Documentary also
find out this season on Hulu.
Showed a bizarre clip where Kanye compared a porn star's voice to an Adidas exec before he went off on them for allegedly stealing his ideas.
You know the voices of girls in porn?
Have you guys seen the video? Let us know what you think in the comments.
Okay.
All right, but staying on Kim and Kanye, TMZ...
Yeah, we'll be on Kim all night.
is reporting that the mogul has hired additional security as an extra precaution for her children's school after Ye named the school in his public rants.
Father of the Year! Woo!
Well, the Donda star has had multiple outbursts about sending the kids to his Donda Academy, and now these are the repercussions.
Okay. Sounds like things are really going well.
Hey everyone, it's Allie for Hollywood Life with your news and entertainment, and we are starting with Kanye West and Ray J. Yeah, you heard that correct.
All right, let me skip to this because we already heard about it.
Trevor Noah slammed the rapper during an episode of The Daily Show for his...
Trevor Noah, just go and never come back, which you are. You're quitting because you know you suck. You're not funny. No one ever watched you. You lost about 50% of the audience. And now you're slamming Kanye West on the way out? Kanye West will be relevant in 200 years. No one's going to go, oh my God, the year is 2200 and Trevor Noah was so funny.
his post that ultimately got him suspended from both Twitter and Instagram. You might
It was like Trevor Noah never has a punchline. He's just being preachy. I'm better than you because I'm from another country and I'm going to critique your country. And my response to that is, shut up!
I'd also remember that not too long ago, Trevor was actually the person behind Ye losing his Instagram account the first time.
He's kind of an asswipe.
After the Donda star made some racial remarks towards the comedian. Kind of makes you wish that Trevor would have said...
I mean, I get it, but it's like, why don't you be a man and have him on your show, Trevor? Oh, that's right. He's probably a better talker than you. I'm not saying he's smarter. I'm not saying he's smarter than you, but you're definitely afraid to confront him. So you're going to just block him on social media. Douche.
Something earlier about Kanye's rants this time around.
Oh, I'm sure that relationship with Trevor Noah and Dua Lipa is going to last forever.
Okay, but switching gears to Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde, Halloween
I love older women.
Is approaching, and Hollywood Life has learned exclusively that the couple is looking forward to the holiday and just having a normal routine once again.
Yeah, just hanging out with the kids, passing out candy. Weird.
According to our insider, the former One Direction singer will have a 3-week-long run in Los Angeles.
Why not say the watermelon sugar singer?
And the source tells us that Harry's actually gotten totally invested in helping Olivia's kids, Otis and Daisy, with their Halloween costumes.
That's weird.
And he has already bought them a bunch of stuff.
Oh, he's so sweet.
They're at the age where they keep changing their minds about what they want to be, which Harry thinks is hysterical. Now, when it comes to these switch-ups, our insider tells us that the singer is not annoyed by this and his resources are unlimited. So he just keeps having more stuff sent for them. It's really sweet. But
Oh, he's such a good dude.
Cannot wait to see what costumes Harry and other celebs pull out this year.
I actually can't wait to see because it has no impact on my life.
All right, and now let's get into this royal news. This week, King Charles' coronation date was set, and some fans think that the specific date is a slight to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
It probably is because Prince Charles is a creep. Prince Charles is a dirtbag. He's a loser.
Now, why would someone think that is? Well, the date is set for May 6th of next year, and that's also the same day as Archie's birthday, who's the oldest child of Meghan and Harry.
No, your creepy grandpa's not going to be there? How are they going to survive? Speaking of creepy grandpa, if you ever... I think he has kids, but...
Alex Jones's ex-wife is speaking out today after...
Oh, she's a woman of integrity.
After that near billion-dollar bombshell judgment against the notorious conspiracy theorist.
The truth always comes out. You reap what you sow.
Yeah, and you married that, so don't act like you're innocent.
Kelly Jones divorced Jones after 8 years of marriage and 3 kids.
Yeah.
The damages are a declaration. It's enough with the propaganda. Americans are not going to put up with people that...
Americans are not going to put up with it. All he does is go to court and admit he's a fraud and then go on his show and say, I was forced to admit that I'm a fraud. So they are going to put up with it, and he's going to keep making money. You can try to bring down your husband all you want, but when things are cool, you didn't mind being married to him.
So,
you hack.
Lies and hate and fear.
Yesterday, 8 families of Sandy Hook victims were awarded $965 million over Jones's claim that the massacre was a hoax and that the dead kids and parents were so-called crisis actors.
I mean, if you really believed anything he said, you're an idiot.
But now there's a huge question. Will they ever see Jones's money?
It's extremely unlikely. You can't squeeze water from a rock. This guy doesn't have it.
He could force the families to fight for every dollar this court has now...
Oh, no. He's just going to give up the money. He's not going to try to fight to save his bank account. Duh.
Ruled they are owed.
Do you believe the families will ever see...
Alrighty, I haven't had enough of this.
While headlines have hinted at the end of their marriage for weeks, a new comment from Gisele Bündchen on Instagram.
All right, so we heard that before. I don't even know. It's so hard to keep up with these idiots.
Olivia Wilde is speaking her mind.
Oh, hell yeah. Tell the haters what's up, but claim that the haters don't bother you, even though you're responding to them. So you're kind of letting us know that it bothers you.
The Don't Worry Darling director and star was interviewed by Elle for their November cover story.
Oh, yeah. You preach, girlfriend!
While speaking with the publication, she spoke out about a variety of topics, including claims that she abandoned her 2 kids after her split from Jason Sudeikis.
You kinda did.
I share custody of my kids with my ex. If I'm photographed not with my kids, people assume I have abandoned them. Like my kids are just somewhere in a hot car without me. The suggestion is that I have abandoned my role as a mother. You know why you don't see me with my kids? Because I don't let them get photographed. Do you know the lengths that I go to protect my kids from...
Okay, cool. You have to let us know this? If it didn't bother you, you wouldn't let us know. But it bothers you to the core.
Shut up! Being seen by you? Olivia shares 8-year-old son Otis and 6-year-old daughter Daisy with her ex Jason.
Seducus.
The pair split in 2020 after being engaged for 7 years and being together nearly a decade.
Oh, wow. It sounds like a great relationship.
38-year-old...
If you're going that long without getting married, you're not meant to be.
Olivia, who is now dating 28-year-old Harry Styles, also spoke out about being on the receiving end of ageist hate on social media.
Oh, I thought she was going to talk about being on the receiving end of some watermelon sugar.
Saying she doesn't understand it. It's so interesting for me when that comes from women because I'm like, do you plan on not getting older? Or if you already are older, do you feel that you don't deserve the same opportunities in life? It's so sad to me to look at that and realize people have such small expectations for their own lives.
Whatever.
I'm thankful and
for men.
Grateful for the estrangement. Now that's going to come across as being as weird. I feel that same way. But I'm grateful for the estrangement.
The Chrisley family is reuniting.
Oh, thank God. I was so worried about those frauds.
On Thursday, Todd Chrisley and his wife, Julie, chatted with Lindsay and Savannah Chrisley on their Chrisley Confessions podcast about the family.
Did you guys confess that you committed the crimes, or is everything wonderful and dandy in your world because you guys are frauds?
Family feud that led Lindsay to not speak to Todd and Julie for years.
Oh, why'd you keep talking to them then? Why'd you come back? I'm sure that was the best moment of their life. Dad's not talking to us? Woohoo!
Although they all agreed that time was hard for them, the father of 5 admitted they, quote, needed this estrangement.
Yeah, me too.
God knows I wasn't prepared for this.
Shut up with your God crap.
Estrangement.
Right.
But I will tell you
what
now looking back, we needed this estrangement.
Yeah. I didn't want to be around my family. I want to be around, never mind.
I agree.
Because there's no way that I would be where I am today.
In criminal trouble? Yeah. Forget family and morals. I want to be in criminal trouble.
If I had not, really, if you had not forced the estrangement by leaving Chrisley Knows Best and cutting off communication.
Yeah, we're going to cut off communication from hearing about you. You are annoying.
I was like, my grandma told me that you really live life when you have sex in front of the fireplace. And so we had sex in front of the fireplace in honor of you.
Yeah, you heard that right. Kim Kardashian reveals she had sex with Pete Davidson in honor of her grandma.
Hell yeah, what a family that is.
People don't see the context behind it.
Let's unpack all that, shall we?
It's a different experience for sure.
The Skims founder makes the hilarious confession during the latest episode of Hulu's The Kardashians.
Oh, that was supposed to be funny? What happened to humor?
While catching up with her sister Chloe, momager Chris, and Chris's mom, MJ.
You know, it's so crazy.
This is your own famous... No, never mind.
Pete and I was staying at the Beverly Hills Hotel last weekend, and we were sitting in front of the fireplace just talking for hours. And I was like, my grandma told me that you really live life when you have sex in front of the fireplace. And so we had sex in front of the fireplace in honor of you. I know that's really creepy.
Not in the lobby.
Not in the lobby.
What a slutty family that is.
Hi.
Hi, honey. How are you doing?
What up, babe?
No. I'm assuming you saw all of the backlash on the Variety interview?
Yeah, I just wanted to see.
So this is when she said no one wants to work and everybody got mad. Whatever. We should be more mad about this.
3 straight months during the summer, but now they are back.
It's about gas prices going up.
Gas prices were falling for almost 3 straight months during the summer, but now they are back on the rise in October.
Hell yeah, the rich and elite are taking care of the average Joe's trying to get by in life. Thank you, guys. You can go F yourself.
October, I'm Matt Gubman at a gas station in Los Angeles. Hey there, Matt.
Well, no offense, but they go to LA to look at the high gas prices, and it's like, that doesn't represent America. That represents living in the worst part of America.
Hey, good morning, TJ. Not falling any longer. There are 3 gas stations within half a mile of here with...
All right, I'm going to speed this up. $7 a gallon in LA. Oh, it's so worth being around the homeless people and the high rent. What a great place that is.
In today's Tech Bites, it looks like TikTok is trying to give Amazon a run for its money.
Oh, and it will. Soon, all the Gen Z are going to go, TikTok or Amazon's for old people.
The social media platform is delving deeper into e-commerce. Axios says TikTok appears to be working to build its own product fulfillment centers right here in the U.S.
And they're going to listen to everything you say, so they're going to know what to buy.
With delivery and...
Or what to show you, rather.
Return options. Meta is showing off its new high-end headset. It comes equipped with high-res sensors, eye tracking, and natural facial expressions to help your avatar look more like you. The cost? $1,500. And finally, Snapchat's new AR experience lets you try on Halloween costumes directly within the app. The costumes are based on movies or TV shows. You take a few photos of yourself, select possible costumes before seeing yourself in them. If you like a costume, you can buy it through the app. For some reason, I couldn't get it to work. I think it was my resting witch face.
You're funny.
In today's Tech Bites, Netflix is rolling out a cheaper plan with ads following a big drop in subscribers. Starting next month, the streaming service will offer a monthly plan for $6.99, less than half the price of its most popular plan. No downloads will be available with the ad-supported option.
I don't care anymore.
Sony is coming out with 2 versions of over-the-counter hearing aids. They'll be self-fitting with help from an app. Sony's...
How long until the Gen Z wear the, hearing aids and are like, we're being unique?
Says they're among the smallest on the market, costing from $1,000 to $1,300.
That's so worth it. Finally.
Drew Barrymore opens up about sex, explaining why she hasn't been in an intimate relationship for years.
You haven't been in an intimate relationship because you're a dead fish and you probably don't really have fun sex. By the way, all the older women that are like, why can't I find a man? Men are into sex. And if you don't provide it, we say bye-bye because our right hand can do the job. I'm just saying.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Money. And like that, he's gone.
Happy Hour is now over. Happy Hour is now over. Happy Hour is now over.